Alright, so up next we're trying our concoction of rust reformer, which is clearly meant for furniture, and white Rust-Oleum, and we're going to see if we can make these cab corners look a little better, or the bed corners. I've already hit them with the rust converter before it rained on me, and it turned black, so that's good. We did both sides here. We're just going to test out the back here, and if it looks okay we might do a little bit around the wheel wells too, but yeah, it's just not nothing too crazy, but hopefully it just slows down that rust long enough to, you know, not be too nasty looking. So those just got sprayed. We'll let them dry and then hit them with some white. So there's we call was it 10 foot 10 mile an hour paint job, 20 foot 20 mile an hour paint job, and 30 foot 30 mile an hour. This one looks like 30 foot 30 mile an hour, but kind of converted the rust. We'll see if Rust-Oleum stuff actually works. Put a fresh little layer of white on there. You know, it's still got that shine and stuff, which is good. Same down here. Obviously there's some rust holes, so we're not, you know, trying to hide anything, but she's a little rusty. She's a little old, but she looks a little nicer for a little while. That's all that matters, and hopefully doesn't rust out too much faster. So yeah, that's paint touch up, and then it needs a good clean and a headlight polish. So we'll start with the headlight polish, maybe get into the engine bay, clean that out. Got to do the cab next. That's super needed, so we'll go from there. Just a quick close-up. Here's the lights ahead of time, and then we'll see how they look afterwards. Obviously we got some pretty bad yellowing here. Alright, all finished up. Not quite new, but looks way better than it did with all the nasty yellow in there. So again, just making her look a little nicer so whoever gets her gets to enjoy her for a little while longer, and feels like they got a, you know, something that looks presentable for being as old as it is. Okay, to begin our deep clean of the inside, we're going to try to get these guys much nicer than they are now. I'm going to give them a scrub with some soap first, and then after that I'll go to the pressure washer and go from there and let them dry out. So up next, you can see this guy's needs a little bit of cleaning. So it's gonna get rinsed out for sure. We'll probably just vacuumed out, dusted, all that stuff. And then one of the other things we want to do is just get the tint off the windows. There's like partial tint on a couple of these windows. But once that's done, this thing will look like new. We'll get all the plastic cleaned up and stuff, all the dog hair out of here, all that stuff. So that's up next. so last thing up on Ranger Danger here, just to get her all cleaned up. As you can see, we got some just crud and grime on the hood. You know, roof's a little dirty. We gotta get the bed pressure washed out. My floor mats, which I scrubbed feverishly, are looking great, and they're dry finally, so those are gonna go back in. But yeah, we're gonna get this all cleaned up, maybe get rid of the bag of sand, and she'll go up for sale like that.